keep it.
Let's see if I downloaded a virus or not.
No, you didn't. No.
No.
Just
There
my
was nothing on the
stupid Chrome.
backside of it.
Yeah.
No, I know. Alright, let's see if it shows up. More trees right there. Oh, it's funny. He used the freaking thing from 22.
Well, a lot of these guys are just taking those mods and like just open
they're
it,
doing a quick
get
convert.
some clicks.
Yeah. Hey, if it works, I'm good with it. You know, because
Exactly.
I know we'll get a limit breaker that'll break everything. But like I said, I'm impatient. I just want to play. But like I said, I do take risks that I don't recommend you guys do. So, but then again, you sit here and watch me do it. So, all right, let's see.
Some of us watching actually learn how to do things to mitigate those issues too.
Well, I don't know if I'm the person to watch to mitigate shit. All right, let's see. We're gonna grab a tree. All right, it works.
Nice.
Yep. So that'll be something that you'll need on yours too, JD.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how I want to handle this either. I mean, it's not really my mod.
Dude, he just took it from.
I
Just took it
know.
from the mod hub.
I know.
Changed the mod description.
Most likely.
Yeah. So I will probably put it in mine as a pack, just so that they have it. So they're
Yeah.
not trying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it in mine so that they freaking aren't getting the issues. So cool.
Well,
now I can plant
might as well
trees.
download that then. Fine.
Well, you want me to send you the one I did?
Just use Firefox. I'll get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. That's right. One limit at a time. One limit at a time. How we doing, Navy? All right. So this one is all limed. Now we need to drive over to the other field. So this is, how you doing, by the way? Is it Layla? Layla Sims? I'm doing good. This map is one that I just kind of threw together. It's a 16x, very basic. Like, you don't get this stuff in there. You literally get a vehicle shop in one field, and then it's a build your own. It has not been released yet. I am looking to push it out here, hopefully within the next week. I got the rest of the weekend off, and I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done on it. So we're going to try to do that and see if I can get it pushed out so that people can utilize it. But it is not out there right now. And like I said, it literally is just going to have the bare minimum stuff on there. There's a bunch of trees. There is one field, a vehicle shop, and you place everything. There's not even a sell point. So in order to sell stuff, you got to be very careful when you start off that if you don't go in and start selling a product or something, you could run out of money and be stuck. NBC, I opened the tree limit and got same one you just did. Oh, nice, Raven. Yeah, it seems to be working fine, so, which is good because now we have the Lua that we can put inside of a limit breaker or something like that when we make a limit breaker for everything. So, let me get to the, okay, we can fold this one up. What's this say? Okay, so this needs liming and rolling. So we're actually liming that right now. And I'm going to try to get this rolled before I fast forward, because I think if I do, then, okay, cool. It reminds me of Dave's PV Uncharted or No Man. It is a form of that. But I've always wanted to do this, so to give you a little backstory, I've been playing since, what the hell is going on? Why is that not liming the whole field? Oh, I know why it's not. It was because of the state that I put it in when okay. So anyways, give you a little backstory, Layla. I've been playing since 13. I mess around with the editor and everything like that. I don't like small maps. I really don't. So I've always thought it'd be cool to actually build a map from the inside out. And what I mean by that is being in the game and building it out. So it is kind of a version of Uncharted, but it takes it to the extreme. Because it's completely flat for one, which is not a good thing. So you're going to need to raise the ground up in different places if you want it. I mean, you can play it on flat, but just know that I think at some point I'm going to hit a limitation to where I'm just going to be losing too many frames. I could be completely wrong, and I may end up playing this freaking thing forever. Because if it works, I plan on doing another one down the road with all the additional fruit types and everything like that. The difference is I have to make everything a placeable. Anything that goes into this, I need to make a placeable because I'm not building it in. So that's one of the things that is definitely like that. Yeah, flat maps are nice, but because of the occlusion culling and everything like that, it actually isn't good. I mean, I don't even have map boundaries. You'll be able to drive off the edge of the map, I'll tell you that now. And I don't plan on really putting in any boundaries. Well, because I'm giving it out to people, I probably will now. So there's a few things that I'll have in it that'll be limitations, but not a lot. So, I mean, these are the only 2 trees on the map right now that, well, are different than all the others. I put nothing but lodgepole pines, about 72,000 of them, 71,960 to be exact. So,
Yeah, don't give us the border and watch what happens.
Hey, as long as I tell you, and then if you want to drive off on it, that's on you. That's not on me.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, watch the videos come out of everyone jumping off a map with their
Oh, yeah.
cars or trucks or whatever.
So, it'll happen. I promise you. It usually does. But, what are you doing? Go lay down. You know, you got the whole couch to yourself because your brother's not down here. Get up on the couch. Come on. No, come here. Come here. Get up. Get up. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Now lay down. Sit, boo. Here, you want a pillow? There. Rest your head. Go to sleep. Sleep till next week. Fine. I don't want a
Till
pillow.
next week.
Gee. Stay, boo-boo. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Never said daughters are the brightest ones.
Sleep till next week.
Well, yeah, I tried to. I used to try that with the kids. It never worked, though. Does it... I just pulled up a comment on another website and said that mod didn't work. So I just got it to work. You saw I did because you watched me try to put it in 3 times before then. And then I got it to work. So when I put the mod in.
You're breaking up.
I am?
Yeah,
Really?
you're going bottom.
I don't know what's going on. I'm breaking up. Did it come back yet?
Now you're still roboto. Weird.
Really? I wonder why. Yeah, I think they're wrong. So we will see, though.
Well, it doesn't work because you have to unzip it and then rezip it up. That's why.
Well, and that's the other thing. So when I downloaded it, it actually just sent me the 3 different files.
Right.
Seems fine on stream sound. Okay, thanks, Don. It might be something with Discord, too. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see. The fact I'm running Discord on 3 different computers right now, that might have something to do with it. That might clear it up.
There we go.
There you
Yeah,
are.
I was running it on multiple computers. All right, so we need to clear this out. Oh, crap. We said we were going to get a roller to try to get that rolled before. There's the stones. There's the mulcher. Here's the roller. Now, are both these rollers the same? And the reason I ask is last year, didn't we have the roller can improve the upper soil layer for quality of the fields? Upper soil layer, okay. Because I thought last year we had one that was for grass and one that was for something else. Yeah, one's half the size. Yeah, this one's the big one. So let's go ahead and buy that. Okay, let's see. We need this tractor right here. Let's go ahead and back up. Grass is now different. Oh, okay, Tyler, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let's go grab this roller. There we go. And we're going to try to get this field rolled. The other one said it didn't need it, so we're going to roll this one before we sleep through the night. Because I think if I sleep through the night, it's automatically going to go to the next stage. And that's not going to be a good thing. Because then rolling doesn't do it any good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the farm area, putting down some silos and stuff like that so that I actually have a place to put some of these crops. And I need a place to put my wood chips. So that's one of the things that I need to figure out sooner than later. Then we're going to get some of these other factories once we get more products in here. And I am going to have to work on some more sell points. There are some in the game right now. I think there's one for each type of thing. Can you add the terrain into the map? So I'm not going to be adding any terrain into the map. I'm going to keep it flat. You can. But you'll be able to do that with the in-game stuff if you so choose. So, unless I think that's what you mean. Don't worry about the caps. Any noticeable difference using half the... Oh, the train! Did you say train before and I thought it was terrain? Oh, it deleted it. Train would take a little bit longer. Actually, it takes a substantial more amount of time to be able to do it. And then you'd have to do all the placeables for it. I don't think I'm going to this time, Black Ranger. In my next one, I probably will, because I do like the trains, but just for playability right now, I don't really need it. So that's what I'm going to do. Just curious. Yeah, in this one, no, but in the future, most likely, yes. Now, what did Tyler say? Any noticeable difference in usage after the patch? Fix some memory leak. So I didn't really see anything with the memory. Figured it would help. It might. So I've been able to load to 16 from the beginning. Actually, Don, are you still out there? I want to see if Don B's out there for a second. Hey, can you do me a favor real quick if it's not too much of a burden? Because I know you had that 16x map crash on you before. Can you try to load that up since the patch? If you haven't. I'm just curious. Yeah, I have too, Tyler, so I can't answer the performance on that end of it. But, I mean, frame-wise and stuff like that, I mean, I'm doing good. I did try after the patch and did not load. Same error. Really? All right. So, yeah. So, there's still some people that can't load it. So, as far as that goes, I don't think it fixed anything with that. Now, actual running of the map in gameplay, I would say yes. because I'm seeing that it's a little bit less taxing on the GPU. So, and we were talking about that earlier, even when X-Man was in here. I mean, so I've got a 3070 Ti. Matt's got a 6040. I forgot what Fummins has, and X-Man has a decent one too. And we're all between 80 and 90% usage on our GPU. So it is really taxing on that. You have 4070. What are you at for usage, Raven? If you go into the task manager, I'm just curious. I'd be willing to bet you're probably 75 or 80% usage on your GPU. I noticed my monitoring settings determined my GPU's. Oh, yeah. I have
my GPU is only at 32 right now.
Right.
So.
And what are you doing?
Just picking up some bales around the fields.
Yeah.
So it's not as much.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me pull up Task Manager over here on the side. Let me go to Performance and let me see. I haven't looked at it since the update. So memory. Yeah, I'm at 82% right now.
I gotcha.
So, and that's a 3070 Ti. Which is not the top of the line, but it's not a shabby card, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
So, all right, we got that. He's rolling it. As soon as he's done rolling this field, we're going to sleep through the night, and we're going to start building our farm, our actual farmyard with barns and stuff like that. So, but I want to get this done because I don't want it to go into the next growth state without doing this. I raised my usage to 60. It's smoother with the same game settings. Oh, nice. How we doing today? Is that striped? Or something liked? Dad? Sorry, I suck at names, but how are you? I get a graphics error pop up. I'm running an older AMD, probably the issue. Yeah, but how many gigs is that, Don? That's got to be at least 8 gigs, right? Which, I mean, that's the same error. I think that's the same error Dave was getting. And he's got 12 gigs. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah. Yeah, because my 4070 Ti is only 8 gigs.
You breaking up again?
Am I?
I just thought, yeah, you are again.
Huh.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's a
me,
snowstorm.
I thought it was me too, because Matt is too.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody in
weird,
Discord's
I think it's
breaking up.
Discord.
It could be Discord itself.
Yeah, it
I got
could be.
1,000 MS.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Is sound still okay on stream?
Well, you're sounding robotic, but that I wasn't sure if it was me or not.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like you were just talking and you were sounding like a robot to me too. So I don't know if that's any better or not.
I left and came back, and now I have full bars again
Oh, okay.
with 4 MS.
Yeah, it sounded like you left too for a second there, NBC, and came right back, and then you were completely fine.
Huh. Well, we're good. Okay, so yeah, so whatever the issue is, you're okay. Oh, you okay? You are a robot.
I don't know what he's-
Okay.
Don't worry, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the exact issue is with the 16X. I don't know if JD, did you try to load the blank 16X to see if you could?
No.
Okay. And I don't think X-Man did either. But, you know, like we were talking, I have no doubt he'd be able to. So, yes, I know it's close to minimum requirements for the game. Yeah, but I don't think you're all that freaking close, Don. I really don't. So, Sounds good here. Discord sounds choppy, but better. Yeah, it keeps coming and going, Farm Boy. I think there's something wrong with Discord. It happens. It does all the time. More than you guys realize sometimes, so. But, I mean, I've been looking at making an upgrade to a different graphics card. But, man, I don't know. It's quite pricey for the one that I want.
Which one do you want?
The 4090 Supra. It's got the internal cooling and everything.
Of course.
Well, I mean, come on. If I'm going to do it, I might as well go big, right?
Well, it's kind of overkill, honestly.
But is it? I mean, at this rate, I mean, Farm Sim is the most taxing game I play.
You're gonna have to buy another card for 2 years.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I don't have to build another computer for at least 2.
I can load the 16X but I'm running a 7900 XTX. So.
Oh, graphics card, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? 12 gig?
24.
24, yeah. So, 39 isn't bad. Yeah, you know, Big Daddy was talking, and actually price-wise, so I was talking to Big Daddy, and, you know, he was like, you know, the 4080 Super is actually pretty good, you know, for the price-wise and stuff. But then if you look online, they're like, well, for $400 cheaper, you lose 5% performance to go with the 4070 Ti. So, I mean, I don't know. You can look at the benchmarks and everything like that. Sometimes it's personal preference and what your wallet can handle. And I hate to say it that way, but it is.
It is.
It is. Totally
You
is.
know?
I agree with you.
And not that my wallet can handle a 4090, but damn, if I get the 4090, there shouldn't be anything I can't play.
And I make the joke of 2 years, but that card will be
Oh
4
yeah.
years before.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I've got the 3070 Ti in this computer that I just built, but I bought this card 2 years ago, and it's still a good card. And I've got a 2070, RTX 2070. I don't have the Super. I have the same one that X-Man did. And that, I was using that for the longest time, you know, because graphics cards are expensive. But when I spent all the money and did the PC build last year, I was like, well, you know, I didn't want to do that. And the other thing, too, is I need to sit down, and I was telling Fummins, and Fummins showed me how to do it. I've never done a BIOS update on this computer after I built it. And there's a BIOS update out there because the RAM that I'm running is only running at 36 or 3800. It's 6400 speed, and I'm not running it at. I'm also running 128 gigs. So
Yeah,
once
I'm
I
only
do
at
that, I
2400.
may not have any issues. What's that?
I'm only at 2400 speed on mine.
Right.
And my cards are like, same thing, 6500 or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So once I do that update and I'm able to get the full 6400 out of the 128, yeah, there's not many things I'm going to have issues with. I mean, when I do my computer score, I get a 9.5 out of 10. Actually, yeah, it's a 9.5 because I'm getting a 9 on my graphics card. Not that I know if those scores really mean anything or not, but, you know. 500 series sounds like dropping for the first year. It may, Farm Boy. I'm not sure when they're coming out, though. You know, but I also know the way they come out with those, too, that, you know, they'll come out with them in session and in succession, and I'm looking to make the purchase sooner than later, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think January, I think.
Yeah, it should be. Because I'm also looking at potentially buying a house this year too. So, wife and I have finally talked about pulling the trigger for a retirement home and stuff like that. So, and you know, and that's going to be a little pricey. So once that happens, I'll back off from buying stuff for a while because, well, I've got the down payment already, even though I don't think I'm going to need to use it. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at, right now, the houses that she's looking at's between 5 and 6. So,
in Vermont?
Yes and no. We're looking there, but we're also looking like New Hampshire and stuff like that, because one of the things that irritates me the most is I'd like to go somewhere where I don't get taxed on my retirement, being for the military. So, but at the same time, we want to stay close to the kids. Just upgraded RAM last week, 25, 16 gigs, went to 64, and have decided how many. Oh, nice, Raven, nice.
Invite Fummins to lunch.
He does. That's what he does.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further. I don't think Fummins will come to lunch with me. I mean, he would if he was closer. Don't get me wrong. I have no doubt that if Fummins and I lived closer, we would see each other. I was telling X-Man that, you know, I've been over to see Dave. I'm going to make it over to see Dave again next year. I wanted to this year, but with the move and everything like that and timing, it just didn't work out. But, you know, I want to take a trip down, and because as close as I am to JD, you know, he was actually within an hour and a half of me last year, and I was actually out of state at the time, I believe. That's why, you know, but I'd like to go down and meet JD, have lunch with him or something. You know, as close as we are, it makes sense to. So.
Yeah, I gotta try to get out by Big Daddy.
You got to try to get your ass out this way. Forget Big Daddy. You need to come this way. There's more love this way than there is Big Daddy's way. I mean, JD and I are the shit to hang out with.
Oh yeah.
It would be a blast.
But I always say buying a house is the best, worst idea I've ever had.
I know. Well, so, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you about freaking buying a house, right? But I just went through all the issues I did for the last month with the well and everything like that, and all the money that was sunk into that the landlord had to pay. That's the reason why I rent, you know?
Yeah.
It's not my idea of fun of having to spend $5,000 to $10,000, you know, on fixing something. But it, you know, there's perks to it too. There's pluses and minuses, so you got to look at it from both sides. You really do. Any of the SGA fellows around East Tennessee? Holla, dinner's on. Oh, you're in Tennessee, Tyler? You know, it's funny because that's one of the other places that we're looking at. Actually, we do have somebody in Nashville that's an SGA member. I think he's still in Nashville. That's down where Impact is.
All right, I'm calling it. You guys have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, JD. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for the help.
Yep.
Good night.
Oh, do you really? Well, knowing you're that close, freaking might have to do something, Tyler. Especially if I ever make it down there. Fummins, we need a plane. You know, Memlar, he said if you buy it, he will show you how to fly it.
I'll get my pilot's license if you buy it as a plane. We could keep it at Green Lake Airport.
There you go.
Or Lincoln Park Airport, because that's probably in the middle of both of
Nice
us.
camo for tree cutter. You like that? I like the fact that I could customize it to my green. I like my green. Hey, Grazy. I own my own house with no debt, but they cost a lot. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And that's the other thing, you know, that you really got to look at. Do you ever really own your house? You know, or I guess I shouldn't say that because you do, but you never stop paying on it because of the taxes. You know, so I don't know. It's 6 one, half dozen of another, to be honest with you. I mean, I know a lot of people that owned houses that have sold them over the last couple of years and went back to renting just because of all the costs and stuff. So, no land taxes go out. Oh, yeah, exactly. So, like here in Vermont, they went up 14% this year, and they wanted, they had it on the table for 24. They ended up settling with for 14, but then they put it on the table for this year coming for another 10. And it'll probably go through. So they're still going to get their 24. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. A quarter of your tax goes up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, for what? Nothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
For nothing. All right, there we go. Clear out some more of these